The videos of Kenyans heckling William Ruto as he tried to traverse the city, trying to popularize his newly found love with Raila Amolo Odinga, are not shocking at all. Because the obvious thing today that I've seen anytime William Ruto or Raila Amolo Odinga goes anywhere after the signing of their deal is Ruto must go, Wongo, Mwizi. I wasn't surprised at all. The only thing that almost shocked me is the mere fact that I watched Ruto police going for their pistols or their guns, being very ready just in case. And this must be a warning shot to William Samoei Ruto. I can assure you, I don't know whether this is a yellow card or a red card. If William Ruto thinks that it is business as usual, then he better think twice.
Januari 2027 kuja kufungua wakati itakuwa imebadilika rasmi. Ni kweli ama si kweli? Muko tayari? Muko tayari? Hebu nione wanasema tuko tayari, tuko tayari, tuko tayari. Mimi vile vile nataka niwaambie, mbali na kusafisha mto wa Nairobi, vile vile tutajenga manyumba hapa katika mto huu. Wale watu wote walitoka kule ambao walitoka kwa mto kwa sababu ya mafuriko, nafasi ya kujenga manyumba, tumekubaliana kujenga nyumba 54 ya watu wa Nairobi. Nairobi hoye! Nairobi hoye! Hebu nione wale watu wa Nairobi wanasema tuko hatutaki. Mimi nimefurahi sana kufika Kamairo. Mbali na vile majumba tunajenga hapa Shauri Moyo. Nimetoka hapo saa hizi. Shauri Moyo. Tumejenga nyumba hapa Shauri Moyo.
Ladies and gentlemen, most of the bloggers that support William Ruto, the broad-based bloggers, do not want us to see those videos. If you see what they are posting, they are giving us a picture of a president that is loved. Yet behind that happy facade, you will really see a very pathetic reception. In this video, I want us to dissect this because it only means one thing, ladies and gentlemen, that William Ruto is very unpopular. He has lost touch with the people who elected him to power. Before we do that, how many of you believe that William Ruto is the easiest president to beat? How many of you? And I know that there is a lie that has been sold to us. And the deep state and the NIS would want us to imagine that William Ruto cannot be beaten. Why? If you ask many, even those who don't support Ruto, they will tell you that it's not very easy to beat William Ruto. Why? They are still selling this narrative that, William Ruto beat the deep state. When Raila was with Uhuru Kenyatta, he beat the deep state. And they want to repeat this so that they can sell fear. Wanatuzia uoga. They want us to believe that you cannot beat William Ruto because he beat the deep state. And they are now saying that he was not in government, he was just a deputy president, and he defeat William Ruto, Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila. Now he's the commander-in-chief of all the armed forces. There's no way you can beat him. Hiyo ni uoga. Let me tell you, things are different. Ruto can be beaten. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to give you reasons why I believe that William Ruto will be beaten pants down. Let me tell you what William Ruto is doing. I'm a Manchester United fan. Don't go into the nitty-gritties of where we are in the table. I just want to explain to you that there was a time when Alex Ferguson was the manager of Manchester United and he used to control England. But there was this particular perception and belief and the notion that Manchester was being favored by referees. So anytime they went for a game, he already had a 20% victory, because in the eyes of the opponent, they were looking at Manchester United as huyu anakuwa favored na referees. And when Ferguson was asked this question, I think after retirement, he said, how I was enjoying this fear because I was going into the field with victory, because the opponent was had already almost given up that, you see, he's being favored. This is exactly what William Ruto is doing to us. When we swallow this fear, then even as you go to cast your vote, you are like, why should I vote for the opponent and William Ruto will take? And then there is this notion that ataiba, and it is like people have swallowed this, that even if we go to vote, he will still rig elections. Let me tell you, if we go with that fear, then William Ruto will still win, because already you are giving him that authority that wewe ni mwizi utaiba tu kura. Ladies and gentlemen, why do I believe that William Ruto will be beaten? Because Kenyans are really heckling William Ruto. The president is the symbol of national unity. But when people heckle a president, they are simply telling him, we don't need you. And I want us to look at this. Before that, ladies and gentlemen, we are still doing the 50 bob challenge for our sister Hope, who is stranded at the Thika Medical College. She's taking nursing, and she was lacking school fees, accommodation, and personal needs. As we speak, we already have the full school fees. We have 2 months of accommodation. I'm looking for the other 4 months, because a semester goes for 6 months. And I'm looking for some money to buy personal needs, because currently she is living with a friend, and we want her to go and live in her house. So we need a mattress, a bed, and basically personal needs zile ataanza nayo maisha. So kindly, please help us on that line. My M-Pesa number 0716-200-137. Frederick Oko is my name. Sacrifice 50 bob so that we can assist our sister Hope. Ladies and gentlemen, why do I believe that all these hecklings are not in vain, and that they simply mean that William Ruto will be defeated? Leave alone all the fear that is being sold to us. Number one, youths are very tired of William Samoei Ruto. The day youths got into parliament and they were killed, many of them were abducted, maimed, they drew a battle line between themselves and William Samoei Ruto. It will be very ridiculous if I see any youth saying that he supports William Samoei Ruto. You cannot support a person who is in charge of a very brutal police that is killing you. The last time I checked, there is freedom of picketing. It isn't the constitution. The last time I checked, the reason why the youths went to the streets is because our parliamentarians failed to perform their duties. They listened to William Ruto instead of listening to us, and they passed the Finance Bill 2024. And our youths were killed. We cannot be in love with the person who is killing us. Youths are the future of this nation. But when you see the older ones killing the youths, they want that group to be extinct. And so William Ruto has lost the support of the youth. This time round, he will not tell us bottom up, kupanga, kufanya nini. Of course, I still see him do that. I still see him does that, but it will not work. Youth form a bigger percentage in this country. And I will tell you that we must focus on the way forward. Let us sensitize each other. Let us take identification cards, and let us ensure that on that day in 2027, we have a date with William Ruto. We have a date with the Kenya Kwanza regime. We have a date with certain politicians. They have to go home. It can only happen if you believe. And if you believe, chukua kura. Hiyo siku, tupatane. He has lost the support base of the youth. Ladies and gentlemen, apart from the few churches that are being given 20 million shillings, William Ruto has lost the support of the church. You've seen the Catholic Church, the Anglican Church telling William Ruto, you are a liar. You thrive in creating fear. And they continue to expose William Samoei Ruto. In 2022, especially in Mount Kenya, William Ruto got to them through the church. He was the soloist in many of the churches. He was quoting Bibles, including wrong Bibles. And those people embraced him because Gachagua and Ruto said, we are God sent, na Raila ni mganga. He's lost a very big chunk, a very big percentage of the church. Politics is about numbers. And William Ruto is not adding any numbers. He keeps on losing. With the support base of the church, William Ruto will not see the light of day. I don't know where he will get the numbers. He will not. Gachagua is gone. And like Liverpool, Gachagua is not walking alone. Gachagua has gone with over, is it 3 or 4 million votes? In fact, William Ruto ascended to power because of the support of Mount Kenya. They said this guy helped our son Uhuru Kenyatta when Uhuru was going to The Hague, and therefore we owe him. And now look at the way he has reciprocated the support that he got from Mount Kenya. That again is a voting bloc that is gone. And Gachagua is not shying off from telling him, sisi tumemalizana na wewe. And that is the reason why William Ruto is now focusing in the western region, Nyanza, Mulembe Nation, and maybe part of the coast. He wants to cling onto Raila's support base because that is what he feels can compensate the votes in Mount Kenya. So with that gone, I don't think William Ruto will see the light of day. Number 4, is there any civil servant in his sound mind that will vote for William Samoei Ruto? Because that would be very ridiculous if right now they are crying that William Ruto has invaded their payslips, and there's nothing that remains. Wanalia, huyu jamaa anatukata. Because I keep on saying the Bretton Woods institution, that is the IMF and the World Bank, has dictated William Ruto that we don't want to hear anything called subsidy. Remove the subsidy, replace with high taxes. So as a result of that, they are being deducted due to the housing levy, water tax. And apart from that, the high taxes has led to the closure of very many farms and companies. People have lost jobs. Sometimes I look at our nation and I believe it is because of the prayers of the mothers of this country, the fathers of this country, the grandparents of this country, prayers of the youth. We are surviving because of God. Without that, I don't know. The university funding model is not working. I don't know, they are being categorized. Twins who are in the same year, from the same family. Mwingine anawekwa sijui kwa category 1, mwingine category. I wonder what is wrong with our president. SHA is not working. He was so much obsessed with the idea of replacing William Ruto, with the idea of replacing Uhuru Kenyatta's policies. Is there any civil servant in his sound mind that will vote for William Samoei Ruto, even if you are from the Kalenjin nation? If you will vote for William Ruto because he is your tribe, there's no need protesting. There's no need complaining. So he has lost the support of the civil servants. And I believe Kenyans are serious this time around. William Ruto has lost the hustler narrative. It really sold in 2022. He was the chief hustler. And he sold this economic model, the bottom up. I remember him, they even went to the US and they were explaining this with Ndi. Has bottom up worked? Can he even come to us and talk about hustlers again? No. He's no longer the hustler. He's now with the dynasty. There is no Mama Mboga. Is there any Mama Mboga? Do we even use that term? It is gone. It has been neutralized. People are tired of Wongo. People are tired. No wonder people tell him Wongo, Wongo, Wongo. Whenever he talks Wongo, he lies blatantly. And by the way, I have seen people who lie, but I've never seen a man who can look at you in the face and lie to you and promise. By the way, was I dreaming? Did I hear William Ruto say that now he wants to clean Nairobi River? Sijaiona ujasiri kama hiyo. Where does he get that audacity? He wants to clean Nairobi River? I think this is a plan that he had. In fact, there was a committee where Ferdinand Waititu, ingine Millicent Omanga was also appointed there, Kakata. He still talks about Nairobi River. Where does he get that audacity? Ladies and gentlemen, just tell me, maybe I don't understand. Where will William Ruto get the votes? The heckling is a sign that we are tired. But I want to urge Kenyans, you are not only supposed to be tired, you are supposed to be angry. In fact, by now, if you are not angry, then we will need to remove this government. I want the government to be uprooted by the very democratic and legal ways, and that is voting in a revolutionary way, like it happened in 2002. Some of these youths were still, I think, in primary school. They never saw it, but it is their moment. I want us to be angry. Whenever you listen to the Auditor General's report, whenever you listen to the Controller of Budget's report, that you know Kithure Kindiki needs some more money to first lift his office, get angry, because that is the reason why they impeached Rigathi Gachagua. Whenever you hear that now the newly experts who are given to William Ruto are like in the finance docket, I don't know, 1.3 trillion, I don't know how much is gone and has been withdrawn in very mysterious ways. Be angry. We are not going to approach that election laughing. You need to get angry. We need to have a date. And I want to humbly submit to you that William Ruto is going to be defeated. Hakuna kuiba. Let us not buy into the narrative that he will steal. Let us not buy into the narrative that he beat the deep state. Who is the deep state? We are the deep state right now. The people of Kenya who are tired. I watch the police, the security, trying to hold their pistols and their weapons very ready. To do what? To shoot. But I like the feedback that William Ruto is getting. I like what happened in Kisii, because youths are telling them to mechoka. If there is something that pleases me, is that we have refused to give William Ruto an opportunity again to lie to us. That we have refused to subject ourselves to be hoodwinked. I want to believe that we are dealing with a very clever youth. We are wiser than we were. Once beaten, twice shy. Do you believe William Ruto will be beaten? I believe. What are you doing about it? Sensitizing, telling a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that we have a date. Wale wote wameungana na Kasongo, I can assure you, through a very democratic means, must go home. If anything, Ruto's dream was to become the president of this country, to prove a point to the dynasties, to prove a point to the Kenyatta family, Moi family, and Oginga family that naeza. He has done it, and that was, I think, hiyo tu ndiyo alikuwa nataka, just to prove to them that, mimi ni prezo, and he has achieved it. I think it is high time for William Ruto aanguke na dynasties. Amechukua Raila, nasikia anataka Kalonzo, anataka aanguke nao. The die is cast.